Hi everyone, good morning and welcome to the morning transform session at 10 a.m. with me, Dr. Sumer and Dr. Deepthi. And it is such a pleasure to meet you all in the morning every single day.
Yes, absolutely. A very good morning to all our dear students. I hope everyone is doing well. Yes. So, is the anxiety a little less today after yesterday's session? Are you able to tell yourself that it's not a judgment and it's all going to be good? Yes.
And we need to face our fears. So today what we'll do is we have a few things that we wanted to talk about. One of the things that I wanted to start off today is that every year I see, and this is something that we all need to understand the cycle of exams in our country is, NEET PG happens once a year, NESET happens twice a year. So NESET is going to happen every year in May and it happens in November. Every year I see NEET PG, earlier used to happen in March, then gradually it was pushed to June, and I'm sure it was pushed to August recently in a Supreme Court judgment as well. So what we have learned is there is always a 3 months gap between NEET PG and NESET paper. So I met a student. I think I wanted to share this story also. This boy was Delhi rank one. I think 2018, Delhi rank one, and me and Dr. Deepthi were talking to him March. He had a NEET PG rank which was converting into a Delhi rank one, and he could get medicine in Morana Azad Medical College, Delhi. And me and Dr. Deepthi were sitting in our office. He came with some sweets, and we said, "यार 3 महीने और पढ़ ले." So, sir, अभी और पढ़ना है, मैं तो rank one आ गया. मैंने कहा पढ़ ले, you don't get through the central institutes through this rank. And it hit him. And he studied from March to May again, and this time he got a top rank in NESET as well. So, what, and then he joined his medicine there. So, what we are trying to tell you today is that we have to understand the exam system and time our preparation to our advantage. This is what is called a strategy. We need to know between NEET PG and NESET, there is always going to be a 3 months period. And if I can utilize it, it might be a game changer.
Absolutely, yes. And it's not mandatory for anybody, but yes, anyone who wants a little more, anyone who wants to aspire, right? What you aspire for is totally dependent on you, not on anybody else, right? आप कितना चाहते हो, क्या चाहते हो, what you do, what your decisions are going to be are dependent on that, है ना? So इसीलिए
दीप्ति एक बच्चे का क्वेरी है कि INI-CET PYT कब अपलोड होंगे ऐप पे? I think
right. I've already started uploading them. I've uploaded 2 ENT and gynecology. I have already uploaded, and gradually we will keep uploading more. As I said, we are doing last 5-year papers in this, so it takes a little time. It has to be foolproof as well. So I will be putting up, and whenever I put a new one, we'll put it as a notification as well that a new one has been uploaded. But currently, we've uploaded 2, right? So ENT and gynecology.
And what we want you to understand is that we have changed the name of the folder in the Back to Basics from NEET PG PYT to PYTs. And now below that section, if you notice in Gynae, you will see, and each subject gradually we will be adding it. You will see one PDF for NEET PG PYTs, one PDF for NESET PYTs. These are your last minute diary. आपने देखा होगा ना, lot of people say कि last day पे क्या पढ़ना है. People will tell you to read your wrong diary and things. But what if you don't have one? We've made it for you. These are the PYTs, that is your last day resource. Now we have started adding the INI-CET PYTs also, just to remind you, because sometimes you might not click on it. On the Back to Basics, there is a folder called as PYTs, in which when you click the subject, you will see NEET PG PYTs, and some subjects you will start seeing INI-CET PYTs.
Right. So there are a few things that we see as constant queries, and we just thought we would just put a reminder for those, especially there have been a lot of queries about gray matter quiz, right? Who can enroll, who cannot, what is it about? So Dr. Sumer, why don't you tell them all a little about the gray matter quiz?
Usually what we have seen is anybody who's third year, fourth year or an intern can appear for your gray matter prelim round. So this gray matter prelim round is to happen on 17th of August. You can give the prelim round on your DAMS Alpha app itself. You just need to enroll it, and you can play in the quiz on an individual level. आप अकेले खेलोगे prelim round में. After the result of the prelims, we will make your teams and we will call you to Delhi for a grand finale where we will be sitting with other teams and you will be attending the quiz. And the team which wins the first prize will take home 50,000 rupees. So that is the idea. And this quiz has been being conducted by us for last 14 years now. And every year the winners, you will see the same faces in the DAMS Grey Matter as the winners as you will see in the NEET and NEET PG toppers. So if you believe you have in it you, if you want to participate, this is the quiz. And I want to tell you, quizzing comes very close to competitive exams. Don't miss out on registering for the DAMS Grey Matter quiz.
Absolutely, yes. And gray matter quiz, anybody who is past the second year can take it. So third year, fourth year, interns, post interns. And yes, it has a huge legacy. We've always seen people who do well in the gray matter quiz usually also turn out to be top rank holders in almost all exams, right?
And also, another thing that I wanted to, note for you is that you have to be true to your own self. This is something that we have talked about earlier also कि ना अभी जो दुनिया जिस दिशा में जा रही है उसके अंदर अगर आप अपने आप के प्रति सच्चे नहीं होगे you will be lost in the noise. You will be lost in the noise. You need to find what are the kind of person that you are. Introspect. Now this is something I tell all my students between the exam and the result. एग्जाम और रिजल्ट के बीच में ना इतना खूबसूरत टाइम है जिस टाइम में कुछ कर नहीं सकते यू हैव गिवन द पेपर द रिजल्ट हैज नॉट बीन डिक्लेयर्ड दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ पॉज फेज इस तरह की जो फेज होते हैं जो पॉज फेज होते हैं यू कांट डू रियली डू एनीथिंग अबाउट द रिजल्ट एंड ज्वाइनिंग द सीट्स एंड एवरीथिंग बिकॉज वो सब रिजल्ट के बाद आएगा और पढ़ाई भी नहीं कर सकते पेपर हो चुका है सो बिटवीन द एग्जाम एंड द रिजल्ट देयर इज अ फेज कॉल्ड एज पॉज pause is the time to introspect and find out what are the things that trigger you, what is it that you want out of life. बहुत सारे लोगों को पूरी जिंदगी बीत जाती है पता ही नहीं चलता वो खुद से क्या चाहते हैं. You don't want to be that kind of a person. आप चाहते हो कि आप अपनी जिंदगी को एक डायरेक्शन दो. Try to understand. Suppose I'm running, but one day I'm running in this direction, one day I'm running in another direction, one day I'm running in another direction, one day I'm going to run in another direction. तो क्या होगा? You will not reach anywhere because you are going randomly. But what if your life had a compass? What if your life had a compass which is pointing you towards the path of your maximum impact? So then you would run and create impact, you will create a legacy, you will create a story that your grandchildren will be proud of. मतलब अब मैं सोचता हूँ ना कभी कभी मैं सोचता हूँ ऐसा कि आपके जो ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन हो वो सोचे कि यार मेरे ग्रैंडफादर ये चीज थे वो बाद में मजा है ना तो वो करने के लिए किस दिशा में भागना पड़ेगा.
Absolutely. I think it's a little far-fetched, but yes, what we are trying to say is we all must leave a legacy behind, right? And that
strive to leave a legacy behind.
yes, because जैसे हम कहते हैं ना हम सब अपनी एक छाप छोड़ के जा सकते हैं and that's the way we would want to stay behind as legacies. Right. So, absolutely, I think, yes, this is a phase of emptiness, but then, try and use it. Maybe for your health, for your mental health, for your physical health, and your emotional health. Maybe connect back to people, right? Spend time with your family, spend time with your good friends. It's always great. But at the same time, I'm sure deep down we all have a certain idea about what or how we have performed. I know it's difficult to predict the exact ranks and we don't even want to intend to do that. But yes, deep down right? So it's a good idea to start thinking about the options that you are going to create for yourself. Start listing out what branches you want to pursue, what is what comes first in your list, what comes second in your list. It's a good idea to just start spending some time thinking about that as well, right?
And also, this is also a time for students who are preparing for the next year's NEET PG or NEET to start planning. Like for example, I see a query by Dr. Kapi in the chat कि सर एक बार में कितने सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने चाहिए? एक बार में एक, maximum two, because you're preparing for NEET PG 2026. Then your preparation should be you do one big subject, and in the later half you can start one big, one small. And also, I just wanted to remind the students that there is a 3 month subscription for app TND available till 15th of August. This was introduced on request when many students had asked कि हमें एक 3 महीने का INI के लिए सब्सक्रिप्शन चाहिए. So this subscription is only available till 15th of August. We just wanted to remind just in case you are not aware of it. After that, only the minimum subscription will be 12 months.
Okay, Dr. Sumer, although you clarified, I'm just going to talk about it in a minute more. Dr. Kapi was asking about the subject. Please do not confuse between strategy for November INICT and strategy for 2026 exams, maybe May NEET or June NEET PG. Right? Either which ways, you have to know that these are two different timelines altogether. So when you talk about your November NEET, we have given you a target of 3 subjects in a week. Right? The entire strategy that we gave is also available on the DAMS Alpha app in the article section. You can go through it. We have divided the weeks for you. We have divided different phases of study for you. On the other hand, like Dr. Sumer said, if you are someone who's preparing for the May NEET next year or preparing for NEET PG next year, then your timelines are very different. And yes, you should be going very thorough right now. इनफैक्ट डॉक्टर समीर एक मुझे भी मैसेज आया था कल एक बच्चे का कि मेरा नीट पीजी अच्छा नहीं हुआ है एंड आई वांट टू स्टडी अगेन फॉर द नेक्स्ट ईयर एग्जाम सो शुड आई बी रीडिंग एलआरआर और शुड आई बी डूइंग द बी2बी वीडियोस सो
अभी ना
प्लीज
आपने समझना है कि अभी आपके पास ना टाइम है. देखो, अगर आप दिस इज नॉट द टाइम टू गो फॉर रिवीजन रिसोर्सेज इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर नीट पीजी 2026. दिस इज द टाइम टू गो टू योर डैम्स बैक टू बेसिक्स, द मेन वीडियोस. बस मैं एक क्लैरिफाई करना चाहता हूँ, जब हम मेन वीडियोस बोलते हैं कुछ बच्चे कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं बिकॉज देर आर सम रिसोर्सेज जिनके मेन वीडियोस ह्यूमंगस हैं. डैम्स के ऐसे नहीं है. डैम्स के मेन वीडियोस आर इजीली डूएबल इन 4 to 6 months एंड दे कवर एवरीथिंग. कुछ भी मिस नहीं होगा, कुछ भी उसके बाहर नहीं आएगा. सो प्लीज डू देम. इट विल गिव यू द एज दैट यू विल हैव सम कॉन्सेप्ट्स. देन डू एलआरआर, देन डीवीटी. कोई तो कारण होगा ना, हमने ये सीक्वेंस बनाया.
एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, रिविजन रिसोर्स ही हो सकता है. इट कैन नेवर गिव यू द कॉन्सेप्ट्स दैट यू नीड, द इंटीग्रेशन दैट यू नीड और द डेप्थ ऑफ कंटेंट दैट यू नीड. इसीलिए सर ने जो कहा कि एक सीक्वेंस है, आप पहले अपना कोर कंटेंट स्ट्रॉन्ग करो, ठीक है, फिर जब उसको दोबारा रिवाइज करना होगा तो लाइव रैपिड रिविजन करेंगे, फिर जब दोबारा करना होगा तो डीवीटी करेंगे, राइट, फिर दोबारा करना होगा तो वापस पीवाईक्यू का बाप भी करेंगे, right? So there is a sequence which we want you to follow, and that's why I said we have made these strategies for both exams, November and next year exams, in different phases, and in different phases we've asked you how to utilize different resources of DAMS, right, to make it optimum so that you don't need anything else and you are doing a 360-degree coverage.
Okay, and I have a few questions that I want to answer. एक बच्चा कह रहा है, सर, I'm a medical officer, but I am not joining the job because I want to prepare for my exam. But some friends are telling me if you join a job, you will get 10% reservation. So, beta, the only answer that I want you to have on this query is, जिंदगी तेरी है, decision तेरे होने चाहिए. You understand? No, your friends are not going to live your life for you. मतलब सपोज करो मेरा रैंक अच्छा आता है तो क्या मेरे दोस्त का फायदा है कि मेरा फायदा है, या मेरा रैंक खराब आता है तो मेरा नुकसान है कि मेरे दोस्त का नुकसान है. आई एम श्योर मे बी आई एम साउंडिंग लाइक योर फादर राइट नाउ, बट यू नो दिस इज द सेम थिंग आई टेल माय सन आल्सो. भाई, दोस्त की जिंदगी एक अलग ट्रैक पे जिंदगी में आगे बढ़ती जाएगी, तेरी अलग जाएगी. अपनी जिंदगी डिसीजन अपने होने चाहिए. सही या गलत मायने नहीं है, मायने ये है कि यू शुड हैव नो रिग्रेट्स. मैं मतलब समझ पा रहे बेटा, कम से कम जैसे अब तूने डिसाइड कर लिया कि यार मैं तो पूरा अपना पेपर पीजी के लिए पढ़ना चाहता हूँ एंड आई वांट टू गिव माय 100%. दैट्स ओके, यू हैव डिसाइडेड इट. नाउ स्टिक टू इट. Now stick to it. Create no regrets. Go all out. है ना? So I hope this helps you. And एक बच्ची है जो हमारे अभी कमेंट्स में है, जिसका कहना है कि I have a 3-year-old kid and 19 weeks pregnant and I am not able to get radiology right now. I am from West Bengal in service. So what should I do? बेटा, you have to find for yourself, you know, कि आप जिंदगी से क्या चाहते हो और what is it that would make you happy and which branches are you able to pursue with your current situation and your. देखो, समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. जिंदगी में 3 चीजें हैं, अपनी पर्सनैलिटी, अपने सपने, अपने सर्कमस्टांस. इफ यू आर एबल टू एड देम टुगेदर, यू फाइंड योर इकिगाई, यू विल फाइंड योर ब्रांच. शायद वो आपने रेडियोलॉजी में पाली है कि आपको लगता है, तो एक बार काउंसलिंग में ट्राई भी करके देखते हैं. और साथ में और भी सोचते हैं कि हम क्या करना चाहते हैं. इट विल रिक्वायर अ लॉट ऑफ इंडिविजुअल थॉट प्रोसेस टू बी डन. शायद एक जेनेरिक यूट्यूब वीडियो पे इसका आंसर करना मुश्किल होगा बेटा.
Yes, and you know, whatever you do, you have to understand it has to come with no guilt. ये हमारे decisions है ना. हर decision सही या गलत किसी के लिए सही होता है और किसी और के लिए गलत होता है. तो you should not be comparing your journey with anyone else. डॉक्टर सुमेर rightly said, जो आपके लिए सही है आपने वो करना है. And then you don't have to bother about what people are going to tell you because they are not in your shoes. They are not traveling the path you are traveling. Right? So it's very essential to not to seek validation from everyone because they will not know things that you go through or things that you're currently facing. ठीक है? So हमें किसी की validation की जरूरत नहीं है. As long as your decisions come with least guilt. Human nature है. हम जो भी करते हैं हमें लगता है ये गलत है कुछ और सही था. Right? आप वो follow करो. And I'm sure that whatever you do, you are going to do it to the best of your ability, and that's what matters most.
Okay, एक बच्चे query Vanshika sir, what should I do after my face-to-face class with the notes? Try reading them at a fast pace in the same day itself.
Yes,
Vanshika,
very
this is the
essential.
first thing you should do because that will help you to control the memorization. क्योंकि एक उसी दिन पढ़ लो ना तो concept solidify हो जाता है. एक और बच्चे का query similar है कि sir what to do when the face-to-face class is not there. Those are the days where you will plan JASing, you will plan your reading your notes, doing the DQB, doing the DQB of that
Precisely,
subject, and giving the class test. We have
as
done a
well as
detailed video.
PYQs of
We
that
have done
subject.
two detailed videos. Yesterday we did, I think yesterday or I think day before we did a video on how to use a diary, and we made a transform diary for you in a video. I think that was in the last to last transform. And there is another video which is NEET PG 26 strategy. Please go through those videos. It will help you.
Okay, Dr. Sumaya, there are two more announcements because I just saw a query. Somebody's asking about GT and INI mocks for this month. So as I promised, I would be giving a mock every month. So please listen to the timelines. Coming Sunday, you have a grand test. Okay, so coming Sunday, you have a grand test. I think it's 17th. And next Sunday, which will be 24th, we will give a INI CT mock for all of you on the app. राइट सो इस संडे को एक जीटी आ रहा है और उसके अगले संडे इसी मंथ वी विल बी पोस्टिंग INI CT मॉक टेस्ट पेपर फॉर एवरीवन. See, whatever we try and promise in these morning sessions, we push ourselves to convert it into reality as well. Okay, so this is why we want to stay connected to all of you because it helps us in helping you even further, right? We get to know what my students want, how would they benefit the most, right? And it helps us. Even we have to push our limits, but we would love doing that if the outcome turns out to be in your favor. We would definitely keep doing that.
अच्छा एक बच्चे का क्वेरी है कि सर आई एम इन अ जॉब एंड आई नीड टू डू द जॉब अकॉर्डिंग टू माय फाइनेंशियल सिचुएशन बट मैं एग्जाम से कितने टाइम पहले जॉब छोड़ दूं. सो मिनिमम 3 months बेटा. Last 3 months you need fully for your study and revision, so that should be minimum plan that you should have in your head. एक बच्चे का क्वेरी है कि आई एम अ डैम्स लाइव ऐप लाइव स्टूडेंट, आई सिट फॉर द क्लास बट आई लूज कंसंट्रेशन इन बिटवीन. सो पहली बात तो बेटा मैं तेरे को बता रहा हूँ, याद रखियो, टर्न ऑफ द नोटिफिकेशंस. ठीक है, ये कंसंट्रेशन क्यों टूटती है बीच बीच में ना, व्हाट्सएप के और ये इंस्टाग्राम के नोटिफिकेशन आते हैं ना, ये बहुत खराब चीज है. टर्न ऑफ द नोटिफिकेशंस व्हेन यू आर अटेंडिंग अ क्लास. नंबर 2, try commenting in the class. Whenever in a live class teacher is asking a question, try answering. एक बार
Right or wrong, it doesn't matter.
एक बार आपने आंसर किया and a teacher says your name कि Dr. PSS, this is what you've written in the YouTube, you're doing well, I'm happy with your answer. तेरा concentration बन जाएगा, टीचर तेरे को साथ में ले लेगा. The goal is that you connect to the teacher. You have to connect to the teacher by answering and convert this lecture into a conversation. That is why we are the pioneers in live classes. मुझे लगता है if I convert a monologue into a dialogue between you and me, वो तो हमेशा के लिए याद रहेगा ना. So comment in the chat box. Comment in the chat box.
अच्छा, एक बच्चे का ट्रांसफॉर्म डायरी के लिए क्वेरी है. Yes, the transform diary is now available as a download in the workbook section. ठीक है, some students were saying कि वो डाउनलोड होने पे थोड़ा सा ठीक नहीं आ रहा है, शायद मिरर इमेज आ रहा है, तो I will push it again today. And yes, from the workbook section of Back to Basics, you can download it. Anybody who wants a hard copy, it will be available from today to purchase in the MediMart section on eMedico's app ka, DAMS Alpha app ka homepage, right? So it is going to be there on the homepage in the MediMart section. So you can also, if you want a hard copy, you can take it from there. Okay.
Okay. And I have a query that I wanted to take. It's a very interesting query. Bachcha keh raha, sir, I have taken MBBS in Russia and just
Please answer
joined.
his
And what
query.
should I do? What should I do? So one of my answers that you need to know is that, beta, if you are right now joining MBBS in Russia, by the time you will graduate, you will not appear for FMGE exam. You will probably be appearing for the next exam, and you have to study in a similar manner like all Indian medical graduates are studying. I would strongly recommend that on the DAMS app, there is a special course for first MBBS, the beginners, in which you can start forming your concepts, because the curriculum in Russia sometimes is not at same this points that we emphasize in our Indian education. So you need to know what is going on in India side by side. So if you follow that first year MBBS course along with your college education, it should give you the good enough basics that you need in the beginning itself. It is there on the DAMS Alpha app.
Right. So I think pretty much we've taken up queries for today, and I think we can wind up the session for today. So how to do revision? अभी किस चीज के लिए रिविजन कर रहे हो? तो सही चीज सही से पे नहीं करोगे तो फिर डाउट्स कभी खत्म नहीं होंगे बेटा. अभी रिविजन का टाइम नहीं है. अगर आप INI-CT की बात कर रहे हो, then yes, then as I recommended, you should be utilizing the INI-CT TND. ठीक है? Then in the next phase, we will be using DVT, Mission INI-CT and INI-PYQ का BAP, right? So that will be in the next phase, which is in the October phase. ठीक है? August, September में utilize your INI-CT TNDs, right? And those are the best ways for retrograde revision. Okay.
And I also wanted to address many students who are joining medical education this year. Now they will be joining MBBS in different medical colleges in India and abroad. So suppose you did not get a college which was up to your expectations in MBBS, don't lose heart. With the DAMS Alpha app, you have the access to high quality teachers in your phone itself. So instead of saying कि मैं बाहर पढ़ रहा हूँ अब मैं क्या करूँ मैं क्या करूँ, start studying at the same level from beginning itself. You will have a lot of benefit when you reach the final stage. Don't say कभी कभी गलती क्या होती है, हम सोचते हैं मैं बाहर आ गया अब तो मैं पढ़ ही नहीं पाऊंगा, अब मैं पढ़ ही नहीं पाऊंगा, अब इंडिया वापस जाके सोचूंगा, तो अब 6 साल खराब हो जाते हैं. इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू स्टार्ट स्टडिंग देन एंड देयर इटसेल्फ.
रिवर्स भी ट्रू है. कई बार हम सोचते हैं इतना पढ़ा है, MBBS में घुस गए, अब थोड़ी मस्ती कर लेते हैं, विच इज फेयर. आप मस्ती भी करो, बट द एंटायर थिंग इज कि थोड़ा थोड़ा बैलेंस रखना पड़ेगा. एंड इफ यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम वेरी बिगनिंग, इट डजंट हैव टू बी लॉन्ग आवर्स. Even if it is 1 to 2 hours in a day, consistency goes a long, long way. It gives you an edge above anyone else. Okay.
And with this, I think tomorrow's session we will talk only about if the result comes, then it is a different situation. But tomorrow's session will talk about the how to approach an MCQs. And I see a question एक बच्चे का पूछा भी हुआ है कि how do we look at an MCQ, how do we read the explanations, how do we follow it. I think we will have a detailed talk about it tomorrow. So tomorrow's session on MCQ. What is an MCQ? How to approach? How to be a master of it? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about MCQs tomorrow. Have a great productive day ahead.
And anybody who wants to take advantage on how to do the MCQs, TND is the way for you. Once you attend TNDs with DAMS, you will know how to approach MCQs, right? There is a set way of how we tackle a test and discussion, where we do revision also, we give updates also, we integrate also, we teach you MCQ skill also. So सब कुछ इकट्ठा होता है उसमें. ठीक है, चलो. Anyways.
And quick final 2 announcements. This is the final few days to register for the prelim round of the DAMS National Quiz Grey Matter. Please do register. The first prize will be 50,000. You can win 50,000. Okay. And secondly, there are final 2 days to register for 3 months subscription of App TND, which will not be available after that. So we just thought we'd let you know quickly, and you have a great productive day ahead. God bless you.
Take care, everyone. All the best.